between David, myself, and Sarah and others, we've been having a chat about membership and looking at ways that we can sort of switch it up a little bit for everybody. So what we've done is this refresh on a little bit of the membership. Don't worry, you get all the same great things that you've had access to before. But what we've done around our standard and our enhanced membership levels, we've made a few little extra additions, and we've kind of made another change, which we hope will be a benefit to those of you who are institutional leads. So one of the things that we thought we'd do is really reflect on the membership. We have not done any price increases for about 5 years. So we really needed to look at that and how that would work for our membership moving forward. And I'll show you those price increases, and I'll also show you what we're offering institutions to do with a multi-year quote, which may be attractive to some institutions. And then at the end, I just thought I'd sort of whiz through a couple of things which I thought might be helpful for those of you looking to sort of maximize the membership with your colleagues and actually for yourselves on a personal level in some way. So I hope that's okay. You've probably seen this as our membership package. It's on our website. We have the 4 membership levels. Standard, enhanced, endorsed institution, and accredited institution. So we've not made any changes at endorsed or accredited because those institutions working at that level and members, they already receive a significant amount of our resources and offers that we can bring to them. So what we did was we focused on the standard and the enhanced. And so what I've done here, don't worry about reading the detail at the moment because I'm going to do that on the next slide. I've just called out with the sort of little pink hand that you can see there, some of the key areas that we've made some changes, which we hope improve what we give you and what you can have access to. So that's just it with a little bit of the prices at the bottom there. So I'm going to look at the standard for those of you who are on standard membership. The one key change with the standard, and this affects everybody on all the other memberships, is that we've actually decided to take away the named member element of the relationship, and we're making that now available for all of your colleagues. So everybody can become a member of UKAT through your institutional membership. Now, they could do that before through the affiliate relationship, but what we used to do was give the 10 named members the regular bi-monthly newsletter, which we saw that as a member benefit, but we're now going to make that available to everybody. So they'll get that. In fact, the next newsletter is due out this week. So after this call, I've got to jump on and complete the editing on that. So what you can see there between the existing package and the new package, I'm just going to move my slide here a second, just so I can move you out, all of you out the way. So you'll get the extra bi-monthly newsletter for all colleagues who sign up. All they've got to do is go on and use their institutional email address, sign up, and then they will get it. At the same time, what they can also do is edit their email and marketing communication preferences. And you can do that anytime you like. So if you just sort of feel you've got too much, then you can edit that and reduce it down. Or if you want to get a little bit more, go back in and edit, and you can get what you need. We've also decided to include 10 module registrations for the introduction to the UKAT professional curriculum. So that would also be an additional benefit for those on standard. And what we've also done, which we've never done before for standard, is we've decided to include 1 professional recognition application per year on membership. And the last little bit is exclusive access to on-site training and development for workshop packages. So that's one of the key things I'm going to do, is to talk about that workshop element a little bit later on in the presentation. So that's the standard membership that we've made the change to. I'm just going to move to the enhanced. Sorry, somebody knocked at my door, so I'm going to ignore it. So with the enhanced, naturally get everything that institutions get at standard, but in addition, you're getting is the module registrations and an additional professional recognition place. There are 6 places available for those on enhanced. So that's the little change that we've made there. So I hope that is relatively straightforward in terms of the changes to the membership. Embarrassingly, somebody is now ringing my doorbell. 1 second for this. there we are. Embarrassment over, I hope. Um, so just moving on from the membership changes there, what we've introducing now is a multi-year subscription. So we've had a few institutions ask us about this and say, could we pay for 2 or 3 years in advance? And we've always tried to accommodate this, but what we've done now is created this as a little bit of a structure for a multi-year membership. If you would like to take a 2-year membership, we can offer you a 7.5% discount, which basically gives you a little bit of a discount in terms of beating the price rise. A 3-year membership gives you a bigger discount, and then the 5-year membership gives you an even larger discount, which is 5 years for the price of 4. So I hope that may well be attractive for some institutions. We know that this time of the year, sometimes people are looking at budgets and looking at maybe surpluses. I don't know if anybody has a surplus, and they may choose to decide to do something with it. We've had a couple of institutions do this. I won't name them, that would be a bit inappropriate on here, but actually it works very well for them in doing it in that way. So I hope that's now, we've now going to make that formal and available for all institutions to consider. So if when you've got your renewal quote, it is just for the year, and you say, could I have a 2 or a 3 or a 5-year quote, just come back to us and we'll generate that quote for you, and then you can go back and run it through your sort of committees or systems to gain approval. So that's the multi-year quote. And this is the new thing that we are now offering all institutions, is a workshop package. So you can see some of the workshops there, such as managing students in distress, think like a coach, and coaching approaches. All of these are available for you to have as part of a workshop package. And what we've created is 3 tiers of packages, 2,800, 4,800 and 7,500 for 3 workshops. And you can decide, we have 3 points in the year when we are able to deliver these workshops. I'll just look at my notes now. We've got them, the 3 points in the year that we've identified as guaranteed that we can deliver these to you. The first is late autumn, the second is early spring, and the last one is June, July time. So there is like a 2-week window each time where we can deliver all these workshops to you. No doubt you may well have lots of sort of questions. The way that the workshops work, or the package works, is that you can, just going to move my screen slightly. As you can see, there's the baseline cost for each of the workshops with a minimum number of participants. And then for participants extra and over and above, there is a standard rate per person, which we've costed out at £50 per person. As you build your workshop packages, you may find that you can't use all of your workshops in 1 year, or that you work towards the end of the year and you've got some spare capacity, but there's no opportunity. And what we actually are allowing you to do is to convert that opportunity and that benefit into professional recognition places. So therefore you don't actually lose the benefit of having paid for the workshops. So I hope that is attractive. It's probably quite a complex thing for colleagues to think about, but actually it's really useful, I think. We've spoken to a number of institutions about this. They found this very attractive and thought this is a good way forward. So we're going to put this out formally, and hopefully colleagues in the sector and our members will pick this up with us. So those are the workshop packages. Happy to come back to that slide a little bit later. And let's move on to the next slide. So I've got just 2 more slides after this. In fact, I just thought I'd put this up here because we've been working with colleagues at UEL, and Dr. Anas Sattar has been through all of our modules, all of our curriculum, and we asked him for a quote about his experience of using it. And I thought this was actually quite a nice little reflection on his experience of working through the curriculum and how it's transformed his practice and his understanding of what he does within his job role at University of East London. So I'll just sort of leave that for a moment, or then colleagues can kind of sort of pick out the bits and pieces that has supported or that Anas has benefited from doing the modules. And this is the kind of feedback that we know colleagues give us when they say that how they've been accessing our resources and what they've been doing with the UKAT materials and with their colleagues back in their own institutions. So the next couple of slides I've got are around maximising your membership. So we just thought that what are the ways in which the conversations I often have with some colleagues when I'm doing Teams calls, when they want to chat about the membership and things, and they're just working about how they can communicate the key benefits of working with UKAT or the UKAT membership. So the first thing we just say, well, just signpost your colleagues to the UKAT website and let them navigate it, let them find their own way around the materials and things like that. And then you can dig in a little bit deeper into the resources that we've got. You could help them with the professional development curriculum, get them to publish an article in the Waypoint Journal, or you could become a professional recognition assessor through our program there, accreditation scheme. Those are just some of the elements of it in terms of how you can get colleagues connected to it. Our special interest groups are really popular amongst colleagues. They like that element where they can dig into and meet like-minded colleagues and do collaborate on research projects. We've got a few of those that are going on. And inside all of that, there then tends to be outputs, which the SIG tends to feed into the website. And that is usually in a form of resources, top 10 tips and things like that. So that's one way. The second slide I have for you is more perhaps maybe at your level for institutional leads who are leading in this space. We do have, and I've curated over the last couple of months, a policy library of documents across the sector, all on personal and academic advising. So if you would like to access that library, just get in touch with me and I shall make that available to you. I would also say that in addition to that, I have accessed quite a lot of online content through various web links and things, and that's part of that library, so you may find that also useful. You can use our professional standards frameworks on campus, and we could come and support you to do some professional development work there with colleagues if they're looking to do their own recognition journeys. We're also very happy to come and help you on consultancy. So if you're in the process of reviewing your program, you'd like some advice and guidance, come and chat with us and we'd be more than happy to discuss it with you.